Welcome to the Wild Simplicity podcast, the podcast for awakening women who are ready to shed the layers, let go of the clutter, and rediscover their wild and wonderful selves that lie beneath. I'm Anna Day, and together we'll explore how to simplify, release what's no longer serving us, and embrace the possibility of living fully in this one wild and precious life. Whether you're a dreamer, a seeker, or someone who craves doing things differently, this space is for you. Let's dive in and awaken the magic within. Hello and welcome back to the Wild Simplicity podcast. This is Anna and I'm here again after a couple of weeks break. I haven't been on for a while and I felt the urge to come back today and speak about a blog I wrote back in July last year called The Portal of Silence. And I haven't written a blog in so long either. I was looking at my writings and thinking about writing. A few things are coming through in the mornings, as I sometimes do. I get just a deluge of inspiration that comes through and I write, either type it into my phone or write it into my journal. And I was thinking back to when was the last time I wrote a blog post. So I looked back on Substack and could see it was July of last year. So I read through it and I hadn't read it in ages. And it's quite, it matches what's going on at the moment with my current offering with Jemma from Goddess Candles, Settling into Silence. So we started that yesterday. This is day 2 today. We've been meeting every day for the last 2 days and we will do for the next 5 days as well, 7 days of Settling into Silence. So we're meeting online with the group and sitting in silence for 9 minutes together. And it's been beautiful. And I've really been exploring silence on a greater scale and more often during my day. And really taking time away from my phone technology and computer and laptop and all the rest of it. And myself and Jemma did a 20-minute silence last night. And I done another few 20-minute ones, just experimenting and, using it for quiet time, meditation, just being, sitting, eyes open, eyes closed, just trying different things. And it's been very interesting. So I will read to you the blog post from last year called The Portal of Silence. I love the deliciousness of learning. I love feeding my mind and my brain what it wants. More information, more goodness, more nutrition. I love it. It loves it. We love it. I want to read and learn more about consciousness, this global awakening we find ourselves in the midst of. I want to learn more about somatics, our bodies, the female body, female energy, masculine energy, feminine energy, masculine energy, psychic abilities, telepathy, energetics, releasing subconscious patterns, communication, manifestation, creation, choice, creativity, joy, love, what it is to be human, and so much more. My gosh, I am absolutely fascinated by us humans. Fascinated. Aren't we incredible? What a species we are. We are just mind-bogglingly beautiful and confusing and lovable and perplexing and fantastic. What awe-inspiring creatures, and not always in the positive sense. I mean the full spectrum of humans, but also often in the positive sense. Bewildering, fascinating. We think we know so much, and yet for me, I know that the more I learn, the less I know. And I love this. It humbles me, quietens my ego, brings me into more consciousness, helps me to understand consciousness more, calms me, pacifies me, brings me into being, presence, here, now. I'm so glad this is my path in life, that this is my fascination, this is my obsession. Humans, who we are, what we do, why we do what we do, what our purpose is. I love the questions, I love not knowing, and I love the search to know more. I love my curious nature, I love how many questions I ask. Some might say otherwise. I love that nothing seems impossible to me. I love that since I was a teenager, this has been my fascination, the subconscious mind. Is our personality predefined and unchangeable? Can we change who we are? Can our minds be reprogrammed? Neuroplasticity, communication, words, body language. And then simplicity, how that came into my life. Less, less, less. Simplicity being my guiding light, wanting to pare back more and more so I have less and less, so I can really see what's underneath it all. Who am I? What's in there? Who is she? I want to know the texture of my soul. I want to be in conversation with myself, my soul, my essence. And I know that the more I can let go of the distractions, the more I get to know myself, the more space I open up for that to be a possibility. The more I disengage from the places that society and culture want me to be preoccupied with, the more deliciousness I discover. I rebel against anything that lures me away from myself. I know my attention is mine, and I now protect it with everything I have. And yet, I get distracted over and over again, lured away from my essence in the pretense of the shiny, shimmering screens and objects. But no, I always come back. And the more I practice coming back, the more I feel the power within, the power of returning. And also, the more I understand why we are encouraged away from ourselves. This inner power, bloody hell. Getting into contact with that which cannot be described with language is just exquisite. I'm learning, while unlearning, the unseen, that which can only be felt. This is the direction we're moving. This is what we're returning to, the ancient ways, the wisdom of our ancestors. It's within us. I still love the courses and workshops and webinars and podcasts and books, but I also know that the more I can sit with myself and do the opposite of what patriarchy has encouraged me to do for way too many years of my life, the more I understand why we're here, why we have been incarnated into this exquisite human form. The more I delve within with patience and stillness, the more answers come. I want everyone to get a taste of the hors d'oeuvres I'm tasting. Are you tasting them too? I haven't even got to the starter, let alone the main course and dessert. Wow. So much to discover and taste and delight in. I love the mystery. I love the complexity. I love the simplicity. I love the contradiction. I love it all. This writing is coming after sitting in silence for 10 minutes. Something wondrous happens in silence, something magical, and something entirely confusing, and something that doesn't make sense to my logical mind. Try it, not just once, but again and again and again. Give it a few chances, see what it brings, dabble, play. There aren't many people courageous enough to daydream anymore, to sit still, to be with silence, to explore. Although if you're reading this, or listening to this, then perhaps you are one of the brave ones. And if you are, share your experience. What does silence and stillness reveal to you? I don't know where my work and my writing and my speaking is taking me, but I'm willing to be a participant, to climb aboard and to see where we're headed, to allow myself to be a vessel for whatever wants to come forth. I love an adventure. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's unknown. It feels new, yet something here is very familiar and comforting. I'll be back with more clarity, or perhaps not. Perhaps it'll just be outlines and morphing mysterious shapes for now. But I remain devoted to the mystery of it all, and to silence. Devoted to silence, to stillness, to daydreaming. So that was a post from last July. And yeah, it just really sparked in me an even greater practice and greater need for me to go inward and to be in this silence and to be with what's within me in response to these times, in response to what's out there, in response to the collective energy, in response to all the revelations. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. And we need to remain centered in ourselves, to really cultivate that connection with our soul self, our human self, the visceral feelings, to release through and from our bodies what we're feeling and what's coming up, and to be available and present to continue living our lives whilst all this is going on, and weaving it all in. And I was really present with it this week with my kids, and noticing where I was in collapse and where it was all just too much. And then being able to choose from my plethora of tools I now have to hand to help me to move through things through my body, emotions through my body, to pause long enough to inquire what is really here, what's under this irritation or anger or frustration or whatever it is, and to connect that. And it doesn't take very long now to ask the question and to connect with it, and then to release whatever's there. And these are really skills that I feel are so important to bringing us through these times and to holding the light amongst the darkness. And for those of us who are here as way showers and as light holders and as lighthouses, that we are being called to really, really draw on what we've been cultivating for probably years at this stage, that it's really coming into its need and its fruition now, and how we can, as sensitive beings, hold ourselves and hold those around us and hold those in our community while not doing it out of martyrdom or the old ways we've seen it being done before. We are doing this in a whole new way, whereby we are really nourishing and cherishing ourselves and developing that wonder and awe and real reverence for ourselves, because that is where we can create the overspill to create holding and to be these leaders in our families, communities, in the world. And it's really important to come back to ourselves, to listen to what we need as unique individual beings, and not to listen to what we are being told to do, what's been asked of us. Obviously, take things on board, but really check it in through your system and what is your very, very unique body and system and human form and soul self telling you is the next step. And that's what's needed for you. And this is something I've been really strengthening over, particularly the last 6, 12 months. It has become so apparent to me that this is the way forward, that I am being drawn to show up in ways that are scary and that have been very different to the way I've been showing up internally. It mightn't look that different from the outside, but there's definitely, and as my writing there from last July, like that was what was happening. I was starting to feel or continuing to feel the inklings, because I felt this for a long time. But there are new ways of being present and being someone who can hold space for people and hold space for myself. So it's a lot of it I can't actually put words to, and I think I alluded to that as well in that blog post, that a lot of it, because it's so visceral and so a lot of it is in the unseen realms, and that's something that I am dancing with and giving more space and time to and trusting more. And it is going to be an ongoing practice and a continuing practice, but I can feel things speeding up. I can feel the potency of what I am receiving in these spaces of stillness and silence revving up, and it's the as well the connection strengthening, right? The muscle building, but a lot is happening, and this is, I guess, reassurance for those of you who are also sensitive souls, who are here to lead in whatever way lead means to you, whatever the way the word leadership means to you. Again, unique to all of us, but to really know that we are all unique beings, we are all needed, we are all worthy, and understanding that worthiness and that having that self-love for ourselves then feeds and cultivates a sense of strength and knowing and groundedness and ability to stand up and give and help and give love. And I wrote something this morning actually about the heart, and I'll share that at a later time. But it's about the heart and the expansiveness of love in all of us when we can connect to these parts of ourselves, and how that love just grows and expands and regenerates. And the opposite of what I have been taught as a sensitive being. I'm too sensitive, and I had the stories that I'm not able for that much, my capacity isn't that much. And actually, the more I'm learning to love myself and to honor myself and to have reverence for myself and give myself what I need rest wise, but it's looking very different, because when I express and when I take action, that gives me more energy. And it's a dance, because sometimes we have to, it's taking energy in the right, that's really aligned with my soul, not what other people are asking me, not what other people are asking me to take action on. That's really important, because when I do that, that's depleting. So it's having the trust and the steadfastness to take the action that is coming from deep within me, and not from what my mind is telling me, what the shoulds are from outside. Um, and that takes a lot of courage and a lot of practice and a lot of um, dissolving the people pleasing, dissolving the not wanting to disappoint others. And it is a very interesting process. But I'm finding that us sensitive souls, empaths, highly sensitive people who are really picking up on all the nuances that are out there and different energies when we go out into the world, we have so much power. And I've known we have so much power, but I'm feeling this in a whole new way now. And when it's coupled with the knowing that we're here for a reason, that we are not just inconsequentially here, we are here because we are part of the jigsaw puzzle. When a jigsaw puzzle is missing a piece, it's incomplete. Something's missing. Like, obviously something's missing, but it's really, you can't see the full picture. Each of us is a puzzle piece and is needed here to complete the whole picture, because we are unique. We are unique shape. We are unique colors. We're unique in every way. Like, we are part of the tapestry of life, of this world, and of this human race. And our unique thread, our unique color and texture of thread is needed. And the more I realize this and not try to conform or homogenize myself or fit in and all of those things, the stronger I get, and the stronger my connection to that power, to that inner essence and knowing. And yeah, that was reignited in me when I read the Portal of Silence blog post earlier this week. So yeah, let me know if this resonates with you. If you are a sensitive person in the world, have you been connecting to that point of power within yourself? Not a point of power, it's a whole, I feel like a whole channel of power, a whole energy of power. And um, I've also been relating to myself and to that part of myself. So my human self that's here right now, but also what is the part of me that animates this human self. And that time between the end of a person's life, when they are, say, lying on the bed right before they die, right there before they're about to take their last couple of breaths, they're there, they're breathing, they're the person that they were in this lifetime. And then after the last breath, and they have died, everything is still there. Their whole physical body is still there. Their lungs are still there. All their organs are still there. Their blood is still there. It's all still there, but yet they're not there. And it's that tuning into that essence, that part of us that is the vitality that is in us, that animates us, and that makes us us, and makes us very unique. Because this human body could be animated by a different soul. I mean, it couldn't be, because this is the way it is. But if it was, the expression of me would be so different. And yeah, it's a bit mind blowing and boggling, but I can get in touch with the essence of myself, the soul of myself, that part of me that when I die will go back to source or wherever, this the mystery of life, right? But can we create a relationship with that part of ourselves that animates ourselves in this human body? That might be a bit mental for the brain, because it certainly is for mine. But it also really excites me, because it's allowing me to have such awe and wonder and reverence for myself and for this human being that is Anna in this lifetime, and the soul that I am, that is me, I am it, and yet then it is animating Anna. And yeah, more is sure to be unraveled. And I know that the more I sit in silence and stillness, and the more I touch into this. Like, it's very visceral as well. It's unseen and it's very tangible at the same time. And it's fascinating. It's amazing. So yeah, I will share more at a point in the future. But for now, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Keep coming back to yourself. Keep remembering. Keep letting go of distractions. Keep your heart open. Keep your care. Keep showing empathy and love to those around you and to yourself, and doing all the things you're called to do, whatever your unique soul is called to do in these times, and honor that and trust that, whatever that looks like. And take care of yourselves. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me on this journey to wild simplicity. If today's episode inspired you to let go, simplify, and reconnect with your truest self, I would love for you to share it and help spread the word. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode, and follow along on Instagram at Wild Simplicity for more inspiration. Remember, life is precious and you have the power to live it fully, freely, and fiercely. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep seeking, and keep embracing the wild possibilities of life.